Do you still remember the way that you felt when you were playing video games, when you were watching porn, when you were watching stupid Netflix shows and movies, when you were wasting time with people that didn't really care about you? When you were actively ruining good relationships with your family, when you had no purpose in mind, no extra motivation, no extra mission? Do you still remember that feeling of desperation, of misery? Because I still can. Sometimes I throw back on it and I realize that no matter how hard the present moment might be, no matter how hard this self-improvement journey can be, this difficulty, this pain is so much better than the easiest moments that I used to have back then. So the hardest moments that I'm going through right now are still 10 times better than the best moments I used to have in my old life. Now, how interesting is that? In my hardest moments now, when I'm struggling to be consistent, when I'm making mistakes, when I'm not being always on my habits, when I'm not always consistent in what I'm doing, when sometimes I end up doing something which I'm not actually proud of and it's actually disappointing, and it makes me feel horrible about myself, and it makes me feel bad about the way that I'm living, and there's something within me that desperately wants to change even more, to do more. Even this feeling that I have now is so much better than all of the great moments that I used to have in my old life. Even this pain that I feel right now for not being consistent, for falling off sometimes, even this is so much better than the way that I used to feel when I would close off my computer after 6 hours of playing video games and laughing my eyes out with my friends and just having the best time of my life, supposedly. And I would just realize that I have wasted so much of my life, so many moments that I'm never gonna get back, that I could have otherwise spent with my family, that I could have otherwise spent doing something more productive, actually useful and meaningful to me. And instead I wasted that time destroying myself, actively ruining myself. And I knew that. My brain knew that. This is not a popular lifestyle. People don't think to themselves, oh yeah, I want to go on self-improvement because, oh my god, it's so cool. Yeah, I love it. I love having to constantly tell myself that I'm not good enough, that I have to keep going, that there's more to myself. I love not ever actually feeling at peace and always wanting to strive for more, to do more, always raising my standards and always striving to achieve those standards, to raise myself up to my expectations, which are always constantly ever growing. Nobody ever says, yeah, it sounds so cool to constantly raise your standards up to the point where they're actually damn high, and now you have to struggle, and now you have to put in the work, and now you have to put in the effort to actually reach those standards, to reach those expectations that you've set out for yourself. Nobody ever says, yeah, I love going on self-improvement and feeling lonely. I want to go on self-improvement and feel like all of my old friends are just traitors. I want to go on self-improvement and feel like the majority of the people that are in my life are nothing but cowards. Nobody ever says that, do they? People would much rather go in these other lifestyles that you can find that have been very popularized by the media, by TV, by social media, by movies, by whatever. This lifestyle of degeneracy, of laziness, of cowardice, where you're just going out and you're constantly having fun and you're just trying to always forget about the future. You're always trying to diminish any sense of responsibility that you would have for yourself, just so that you would ruin your life more for the sake of some quick pleasure that you would get in the moment. This is the lifestyle the world right now is trying to impose on people, on younger people who are actually trying to live better lives, younger people who have so much potential to change this world for the better. And yet there's still people out there that when they see you working hard, when they see you trying to do more, having higher expectations for yourself, they just laugh at you, they just downplay you, they call you a coward, they call you a pussy, they call you a weirdo for not indulging in the same pleasures that they indulge in. Self-improvement will feel lonely at times. That is completely natural. I mean, what do you expect to happen when you're actively going against the tide, when you're actively trying to not be like the other people? No, a lot of people don't go on self-improvement. They don't try. They don't even try at least. Or if they try, it's just some very mediocre attempt to go on self-improvement because they are scared of this kind of social isolation that they will have to go through. It's because for a while they will not be capable of speaking to people. They will not be capable of consistently having support from other people. They are scared of the fact that they will have to get rid of their old friends because they actively know that their old friends are bad for them, but they just don't choose to change that because it's much easier to run away from your responsibilities. It's much easier to not do what's right and to just do what's simple and what's actually convenient for the present moment, which is to keep passing the blame around to other people, to other things, instead of actually taking that full blame yourself and facing it head on. Do not have any doubt in your mind right now as you're listening to me say this. Your time will come, but you have to have patience. You need to be patient and you need to work hard. There are days when I'm not working hard ever. There are days when I'm not consistent. There are days where I'm just falling complacent, but I always try to do more. I never fall back and I just say, oh, well, because I just had a miserable day, I might as well just reinstall some video games on my computer and just play a bit more. I might as well, just watch some very weird borderline porn because yeah, why not? Who cares? I might as well, just go on Netflix and watch a movie. If I had a bad day, yeah, what can I do about it? This is just proof that my life is horrible and that I shouldn't keep going like this because it's not working. I don't say that. When I have a bad day, I'm pissed at myself. I'm frustrated. And yet at the same time, I acknowledge the fact that even my worst days right now, even my worst times, my most miserable and disappointing times are still 100,000 times better than the best moments that I used to have in my old life. Why? Because, think about it rationally. Even on my worst days, I don't play video games. I don't watch porn. I don't eat junk food. I don't watch TV. I don't watch stupid shows. I don't go on social media. Even on my worst days, when I'm not consistent, when I waste time with other things, when I have to go to school, when I have to do schoolwork, when I have to be around people that I don't necessarily like, but I'm just forced to be around sometimes. Even on those days, when I feel disappointed in myself, I'm still not playing video games, I'm still not masturbating, I'm still not eating stupid food that will ruin my health, I'm still not destroying my attention span and my mind by going on stupid social medias. My worst days and your worst days are still so much better than anything you could ever have imagined in your old life. That's the truth, man. And the sooner that you accept this, and the sooner that you start being more grateful for the fact that you're here, that you're going through this journey, the better your life will be. Keep improving yourself. Keep always consistently trying to raise your limits, to always push your limits forward. Consistently challenge yourself to harder things. I'm sitting down right now and I'm not recording this video standing up as I usually do because yesterday I ran for like 15 kilometers, pretty much the most that I've ran in my entire life. It took me like 2 hours to run these 15 kilometers or something like that. And in the last portion of the run, it was night, it was dark, I could barely see anything. It was cold as hell. My throat is a bit sore right now if you cannot hear this in the recording. And my knees right now, they're like jello, they're like jelly, man. Even though yesterday I was not fully consistent in every single habit that I did, even though I didn't get to read, even though I didn't get to study, even though I didn't get to journal, which these are 3 things that I love doing and that I know that are very important to me, I still got to record a video, I still got to edit a video, I still got to upload a video, and I still got to go out on this run, which challenged my limits, which put me in a state of discomfort. And I managed to do it. As I was running on this asphalt road, with cars passing by and everything, my parents come back from work and they pass by me as well. From the car, they see me running. They slow down, they pull down the window, and they ask me if I want to come in the car and just go with them home. And at this point, mind you, I still had like 8 kilometers left. And the hardest part of the run was to come, where I had to run through the forest, where it was going to be dark, when it was going to be cold. And I also had to run at an inclination as well. My parents slowed down the car, they pulled down the window, they asked me if I wanted to come in the car and we could all go home together. And I just did this. I literally just looked at them as I passed by and I just did this. They tried to slow down again and probably convince me that it was going to be cold, it was going to be bad outside, that I should just come in the car and that we should just go home. And as I was running, I just kept doing this and just telling them to go away and that it's fine, I'm not going to be fine. And then they drive off and then I go and I finish my run 45 minutes later. So even though I didn't get to do all of the habits that I wanted to do throughout the day, I still got to challenge my limits. I still got to go on a very uncomfortable run and finish it. Keep improving yourself as time goes on. Keep challenging your limits whenever that is possible. Do well by yourself and do well by your family. Help your family, love your family. And one day, I assure you that you will be rewarded for your sacrifices and for your dedication. Maybe you believe in God. Maybe you have a God. Maybe you're a religious person. Maybe you're not. But whoever you are, I honestly believe the universe, that God, that whoever it might be for you, will reward you one day. If you keep doing well by yourself and by other people, and if you keep enduring, keep hammering forward, one day you will be rewarded for your sacrifice and for your work. One day you will find your brotherhood. You will find those people who you truly feel like you resonate with. One day you will find this feminine woman who you could build a family with. One day you will find this inner peace that you have longed for so many years. All the work and all the sacrifice and all the discomfort that you're going through right now will be absolutely worth it. Do not be doubtful about this. The right path in life isn't an easy one. This isn't easy what we're doing here. We're trying to get rid of our addictions. These are addictions that we have built and that we have maintained and that we have grown to an unimaginable level for years of our lives. Take your porn addiction, take your video game addiction, take your internet addiction, take your junk food addiction. All of those things, we have cultivated them up to the point where they would seem like this unbeatable monster that is just way too scary to even try to confront. And yet we're actively fighting them every single day. Fighting against them, and most of the time we're actually winning. Even though sometimes we might actually fall back, we might lose some battles. The long run, the war itself, will be won. The war is won with the small battles. It's won with this will to move forward, to always do more. Even on the days when it feels like the world is just falling down on you. Even on the days when literally you have nothing going for you. Even on those days, if you can find the energy to just simply keep going forward, to simply not fall back in the same hole, in the same pit that you came out of. If you can control yourself up to the point where you can stay where you are, if you cannot move forward, at least just stay still. Don't fall back. Don't just tell yourself, oh, you know, because I had a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, I'm just going to ruin all of the progress that I've made so far. I'm going to ruin all of the hard work that I've put in all of these months, years maybe. The right path in your life isn't going to be easy. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but it is absolutely worth the pain. And I hope that this video has made you understand that. If you have gained any value from this video, if you feel like this video has helped destroy some of your old limiting beliefs which are holding you back, if it's brought some inner sense of peace, if it's helped you actually take a step back and breathe and realize that this is the best way to move forward, then why not subscribe to this channel? Why not like this video? Why not comment something in this comment section? Because if you do this, then the algorithm will help this video be pushed forward, and maybe more people will get some value out of this as well. By subscribing to the channel, by being here, you're actively helping me make more videos. And as of right now, I believe this is my way of helping the world. This is my way of contributing in a positive way to the world. If you want to join my self-improvement Discord server, then you can do that by clicking the Discord link in the description of this video. And by the way, I've started free self-improvement one-to-one coaching. This is entirely for free. You don't have to pay any money. You can schedule a call with me by clicking the Calendly link in the description of this video, and we can talk about self-improvement. I can give you my best tips and my best advice that I've learned over the past 1.5 years of self-improvement. So if you feel like that is something that you might resonate with, click the link in the description and I'll see you then. So yeah, man, I honestly hope that maybe this video has been a way for you to actually detach a little bit from your problems right now, and to actually just understand that even though things might not be at the best state right now, they're still gonna be 10 times better than the best moments that you had in your life when you were actually not on self-improvement. So yeah, man, good luck, and I'll see you next time.